Hi, this is Dr. Audrey Ray. Today is day 3 of my 2-week challenge. As you may know by now, I'm giving myself a challenge to make a quick video every day, giving you some insights from coaching calls or just some coaching insights and breakthroughs from the work that I do. And I woke up this morning, I started thinking about which topic I would want to cover today, and I had lots and lots and lots of ideas. I wasn't really sure how to prioritize, who needs to hear what and when, and I was sort of overthinking it. So then I decided to just wait until the end of the day and talk about whatever moved me the most. And that's actually quite unexpected. What I'd like to talk to you about today is not even about coaching, it's about life. And instead of being applicable to just a few of you or maybe half of you, this is something that is actually true for every human being on the planet. So please stay with me, because at first you're going to think, oh, I know that, but trust me, there is a point. Today I want to talk about gratitude. And I'm sure you've heard about this a million different times. It's even difficult to go on social media without seeing some kind of post saying that gratitude is the most powerful force. It's the most important thing, because when you're feeling grateful, you can't really be angry. You can't really be worried. You're not obsessing about the past. You're not worried about the future. So you probably all know developing a habit of being in the state of gratitude is extremely important. But what do we see? Typically people will tell me, Audrey, how many times can I just tell myself, I'm grateful for my husband, I'm grateful for my children, I'm grateful for my job, I'm grateful for my house, and I'm grateful for my health, and then what? So first of all, if that's your experience of gratitude, I don't think you're really sensing the energy what this is really about. When you are in your heart and truly feeling gratitude for everything in your life, it transforms your life. So here's what happened today. I'm going to try not to get emotional because it's going to sound silly, but it really moved me at a very deep level. So I went to do some shopping. I was at Target. And if you know me, you're already laughing, because I am that person who, no matter where I go, people talk to me. So I'm talking to strangers pretty much every time I leave the house, even though I don't work in any of those stores. And no, I do not wear a red shirt, because that's been a joke, is stop wearing red. Well, I'm not wearing red, and this is still happening. So I'm at Target and I'm buying some stuff, and this lady comes to me, and she was in a wheelchair, and she was really hard to understand, so I had to pay close attention to what she was asking, and she had to repeat it twice. And I just wanted to connect with her and really help her and be kind to her. And I just felt like I wanted to do something for her, and I gave her my undivided attention. And she told me that she had a stroke, and now she's in a wheelchair, and she had to move in with her sister, and she didn't have her own bar of soap. That's all she wanted. She wanted some help finding where the soap is, because she told me, I just want my own bar of soap. So let that sink in for a minute. Just a bar of soap. Imagine that kind of life where this is all you want. So I try to keep it together, which is silly that I'm not doing it now, but I really wanted to give her dignity and honor and connection and kindness. So I went with her, I showed her where the soap is, and I helped her choose something. And I was really tempted to buy it for her, but that was her moment of strength and dignity, and reclaiming this very little power she has in her life, which is to get her own bar of soap. So I did my best to make this as pleasant of an experience as I could, but then when I left, I was so moved, and I felt like, how dare we? We get upset over the smallest little things. We get upset about maybe you had an idea in a meeting and somebody wasn't listening. Maybe somebody else took credit for your work. Or maybe your air conditioning stopped working in August and you had to wait 4 hours for the repair person to show up, or whatever that might be. Or you got your nails done and you broke a nail, or all those little things. Maybe somebody dinged your car. You know, we take so much for granted. We have so much abundance. There is so much to be happy about and to be grateful for. And here there was this woman whose goal today was to get her own bar of soap. That's all she wanted. To her, that was abundance. To her, that's really all that she needed. So with her stroke, she can't walk right now. She's in a wheelchair. It was very difficult to understand. It's hard for her to communicate. She's difficult to understand. Living with her sister, so I'm guessing she doesn't have a loving husband who's by her side and helping her through it. I don't know her situation. I surely didn't want to say or do anything that would have any sense of pity in it. And honestly, I didn't feel pity. I just felt love. I just felt connection for this woman and her strengths. And I kind of love that she picked me to ask me about the soap. I must look like somebody who uses soap. I don't know what it's about. But it was just sort of a magical moment. And it's funny to think about it. I've been coaching. Today I had deans, vice presidents, a vice chancellor. We talked about cabinet level issues, and we talk about influence, and we talk about success in politics and motivation and employee engagement. And the highlight of my day was to help a lady in a wheelchair get some soap. So I just really wanted to share this with you. I hope this moved you as much as it moved me, or at least a little bit, because we just need to step back. And when we decide to live with more gratitude, it's not just about saying, you have a spouse, you have children, your health, your house, your job. It's all the little things. You are blessed beyond measure. There is so much good in your life. And we forget, we take things for granted. I mean, I'm guilty too, and I'm ridiculous with soap because just last year I was talking to my mom on the phone and I was telling her my hands aren't as soft as they used to be. I've always had really soft hands, and I was driving myself crazy buying different soaps and not being able to find the right soap, just like what we have at home. And I was going to expensive stores and health food stores looking for soap that doesn't have any of the nasty ingredients or the chemicals, and something that isn't bad for me but still feels good. And I was getting all frustrated with my big adventure of finding soap, which actually created a good opportunity for my mom. She's always looking to send me something from France. So it made her happy. She got to buy some French soap from Provence. It's actually made in our little village, and sent it to me. And it made her super happy. It made me super happy. And today I realize how ridiculous we are with the little things. Like, oh, I can't find soap I like in this country. I have to get my soap sent from Provence by my mom. It's like, how insane are we? How ridiculous are we? I mean, this specific example of my soap is fine because it's making my mom happy that she gets to send me something, because I have everything. So she really misses chances to do stuff for me. It's more the other way around. But just even the thought that I wasn't happy with the quality of the soap, and the lady in a wheelchair just will take any soap as long as it's hers. It's her cherished possession and her one thing she has. So perspective, it's all about perspective. I hope you have a wonderful night and live in gratitude. Talk to you tomorrow.